I congratulate you on your intensity. I admire you.
Do you believe that Donald Trump is a good role model for Christian values?
Well, that isn't the issue. The question is, none of us are good rep of what Christian values ought to be because we're all fallen.
But nobody's a good role model for Christian values?
Yeah, Jesus is the role model that we all want to subscribe to. So when we look at what Donald Trump represents, number one, he said we have to end the war on Christianity. Number two, he would never, ever force the little sisters of the poor to pass out abortion pills. Number three, he's raised a family that seems to be somewhat God-fearing.
He has supported abortion in the past, though.
Yes, he has supported it in the past, but there's a lot of things you and I have done in the past that we wouldn't. In fact, someone asked me why I'm not running. I not only have skeletons, I have actual corpses.
But so Donald Trump has actually talked about the size of his penis on national television.
That was in the past, wasn't it?
But it was this election cycle. It was during a debate. It was during a Republican debate.
All right, but the problem is my life is coming from a Christian perspective.
Would you talk about the size of your penis on national television?
I wouldn't, no.
Do you think it's a Christian thing to do?
I think a Christian looks at what people can become and is forgiving. If you look at all the people in this room, how many people deserve God's grace? Think of the things in your life that you won't necessarily admit to people. We all need God's grace because we all fall short. Now we want to think about what can Donald Trump become. I become very successful financially because God gave me the ability to look at people's strengths and ignore their weaknesses. And as a young woman, I would encourage you to try to find the good in people. Try to find out instead of constantly trying to find the bad and tearing people down.
But would you say the same about Hillary Clinton then?
Yes.
You would try to find the good in Hillary Clinton as well?
Yes, but it's very hard to find.
But you just said instead of constantly trying to tear people down, we should be looking for the good in them.
Have you heard me tear Hillary Clinton down?
You just said there wasn't anything very good in her.
I said trying to find something that we can be excited about what she's accomplished for our country. Do we look at Libya? No. Do we look at her handling of secret information? No. Do we look at all the things that she's allowed to have happen in our country, which have been destructive to what you and I believe in?
But I would argue on the basis of just like general discourse that Hillary Clinton hasn't brought our nation to a level of discourse that is unchristian.
I'm sorry? Wait, yeah.
A level of discourse. Hillary Clinton isn't bringing our nation to a level of discourse that's unchristian, whereas Donald Trump has talked about blood coming out of Megyn Kelly's eyes, mouth, whatever. Yeah. You've heard him call women pigs. Yeah. I mean, he's said some very misogynistic things.
Yeah. Do you think that's appropriate?
I don't. I think it's not Christian.
Oh, okay. Well, it probably isn't. But what do you do with that?
Well, so I'm wondering why you can make the evangelical case for him, because that's what you're talking about.
I'm not making an evangelical case. I wrote an article in the Washington Times that published this morning, which said, why are evangelical Christians supporting Trump? And they see in him potential. They see in him a person who loves America. And a lot of the people in the Republican Party don't think that other politicians have the same depth of love for America. That means a lot to evangelicals.